to 8 at Ellen Road. Now let's turn to the other amateur side that qualified for the Challenge Cup, little Dudley Hill, who, beating Lancashire Cup winners Sims Cross, earned an away tie against last year's beaten Challenge Cup finalists Hull. What an occasion for Dudley Hill. Ironically, before the game was played, it was twice postponed because of pitch conditions at Hull. We take up Dudley Hill's story on the third occasion, with the weather in Bradford absolutely dreadful.
What are the conditions like on the way to Hull, do you know?
Well, from what I gather on around this area, really snowy, really bad. To be honest with you, they're treacherous. But from what I gather at the other side of Pontefract, it's fairly clear.
But can you believe where you are at the moment, that there could be a game of rugby league going on?
Not here, no.
Are some cars stuck in the area?
There are some further up towards Driglington on the A650.
Do you feel you've got quite a job on your hands?
Yeah, but we'll get there.
How many are there of you supporters like yourself going?
Quite a few, I think.
Will you be heard over the whole crowd?
You'll hear me if nobody else. Yeah, I think they've got a good chance.
Andy, you've got a bit of a problem, haven't you?
Yes, we've got one or two problems, actually. I think we've a lad standing in Leeds and one standing in Wakefield.
That's going to reduce your strength a little bit. Has it been a mammoth task in the snow trying to organise a team and the spectators to get there?
Oh, we've to pick 4 up at Tingley when we get off at 5:15. It's 5:15 now. And Adrian Collett's on his way, so there's not more we can do but wait.
It can't be the easiest way to approach your team against you with 11 internationals in the side, can it?
Well, I think because they all live on that side of Leeds, so there'll be no problems for them getting there.
But I mean, you having to go against a team where you might well be weakened.
That's something we've got to put up with now, isn't it?
It's been a little bit of an anti-climax after what happened on Sunday with the game not being able to be played, but having about 6 or 7 inches deep of snow at Bradford and being told that at Hull it's fine must be a rather amazing coincidence.
Well, that's what people's been ringing me up all afternoon about. I've had the same phone call from three people, you know, ringing me up again later on and saying, "Are you sure it's still on?" And it's been like that, you know, all afternoon.
Have you been too busy to get nervous?
No, not really, because the phone calls make me nervous anyway now.
Are you starting to really get the feel now?
Yeah, I'm just worried about what the lads are going to get here now.
We had anticipated taking 4 or 5 coaches, plus a lot of people were going to travel, make their own way there, but the weather is going to interfere with that.
Will there be a lot of Dudley Hill people staying at Hull for a while afterwards, do you think?
Quite possibly, yeah. I should think so.
To celebrate or commiserate?
To celebrate.
You really believe that?
Yes, definitely.
Are you the eternal optimist?
If you like, yes.
It's 5:30 outside Dudley Hill's clubhouse. They've got to go down the M62, some 70 miles. But thankfully, the weather past Pontefract is clear. The ground was beginning to fill up, and very shortly, the game should be starting. The problem was, there was one player for Dudley Hill still missing.
Andy, by my watch at the moment, it's what, 24 minutes past 7 o'clock.
Well, we've just seen him just walked in the door anyway.
He's just here now. What's been the problem?
Snow.
Snow?
Aye.
He's just got here now. You've got about 6 minutes to go. What? The kick-off can't be
Yeah,
7:30.
they're not making us kick up at 10:30 anyway.
You're not?
No.
What time do you reckon you'll kick off now, then?
The quartet at the earliest. At the earliest. Okay.
There are 11 internationals in the Hull side and a 12th on the bench.
It's a David and Goliath encounter, certainly, isn't it?
Well, that's it. I mean, it's. I think that's what the Challenge Cup's all about. And as far as we're concerned, it's the beginning of the road to Wembley again, and it's our biggest ambition to get there this year and do well. So, like I said earlier on, we won't be taking them lightly. We'll take them in the same respect as the top sides, and hopefully we'll come away with a win.
How do you imagine they're feeling now at the Boulevard?
I think they'll probably be looking forward to it. I mean, it's they've got nothing to lose, they've got everything to gain, and it's a nice experience for them. So, you know, I think they'll come out and enjoy themselves.
Does defeat cross your mind at all?
No, I mean, defeat never crossing my mind before any match. So, like I say, we're going out there to win. And to be honest, like if we get our game right, we should have too many big guns for them.
Rosie, we've got to go to the ground. I don't want to see anybody stood up playing a ball on their side. We've got to go to the deck. Make it hard work for them. We'll pile into them.
Nervous.
Yeah.
Did it shake you up a bit more with being late to get here?
I think so, but we can calm us down. We'll have plenty of time before we go out.
They're taking it very, very seriously. They dashed straight back in the gym and kept the warm-up going.
Yeah, well, they should be. So we're going to go out and give it to them.
Do you think you could cause a major surprise?
I hope so, yeah, I think so.
You realise there's a lot of pride standing on this now, isn't there?
Yeah, I know, it's especially for all amateur rugby league, since it's the first time we've been back in for 5-6 years, so I think we can go out and do it.
If somebody offered you the chance to get back on the bus, would you take it?
No.
The tensions mount in the changing rooms. Last-minute checks by the officials, checking for safety, pointed objects that could do harm. But now Dudley Hill, saluted by their fans, are ready to go out.
Now Lee Crooks, the ball blows over though, and Dudley Hill could find themselves going 2 points behind as early as the second minute of the game. Quite a wind swirling around the boulevard. And a man playing many times for Great Britain with the chance to give those 2 points lead to Hull. Could have a few problems with this wind. Round the corner kicking style. It's got the height. It's not got the distance. So Dudley Hill breathe early again and now run out of defence. Andy Harlan decides to hang on to the ball. The Dudley Hill skipper there. Quickly forced to the ground. That looked a shade forward, but the referee judges it wasn't, and it goes out of play on that side of the field. So far, no score.
Dudley Hill took the lead with a fine try scored by hooker Gary Brentley and goal by Danny Lockwood. But then Lee Crooks crossed for Hull, and with this kick from Gary Lockwood, it was 6 apiece. There was a chance for Danny Lockwood to put the amateurs back ahead. The kick was marginally wide. Then Schofield went over in the corner for Hull's second try that he goaled. The amateurs weren't finished, but it was another winger who was then to have his say. Over in the far corner, there was no stopping Dane O'Hara. Schofield failed with that kick, and it was half-time.
So half-time with a scoreline of Hull with 16 points and Dudley Hill with 6. But a first half where Dudley Hill could reflect on scoring first. Gary Bentley got that try. Danny Lockwood it was who improved the kick. Then Hull answered. Lee Crooks in fine style. Gary Schofield making it 6 apiece. Schofield himself with a try on the right-hand side. That he goaled, and then Dane O'Hara on the left-hand side. But close to the end of the half, the move where suddenly Dudley Hill could have come back into the game. At 16 points to 6 down at the Boulevard, it leaves them with something to do in the second half. Andy Harland, an acting half-back, puts it, switches it inside, running for the full-back. Robert Jowett just drives on in, right under the shadow of the Hull post. Harland again in at acting half-back, switches the pass, but it's just a bit too strong to be held, and Hull go away. And look at the power of this man as he goes for that line. All the way, it looks as if he can get there. He's got an opposition on the outside of him. He judges to put it to Dane O'Hara.
Dane O'Hara's second try, goaled by Gary Schofield, and the score moves on to 22 points to 6. But Dudley Hill aren't finished. Strong running, Gary Brentley in the acting half-back position. He's impressed throughout the game. Measure of frustration there. And that picture on Fred Acoy's face tells its own story. The New Zealand Test skipper, but being given short shrift by Andy Harland. And the referee will rule that one Dudley Hill's way. The bench looks on. Could they will them to more points?
Robert Jow at the fullback of Dudley Hill coming strongly into the line. Quickly out to Jowett again, going forward. Oh, the ball spinning out of his hands. Harland's going to try. Yes! That's the Dudley Hill try they wanted. They had one in the first half. They've gone into double figures. Harland gets the congratulations of Gary Brentley. 38 points to Hull. 10 to Dudley Hill. But look at the faces of some of those Hull players that Dudley Hill will remember. And Sporting, Dudley Hill salute their fans. Hull salute them as well. Well, my goodness, you had your moments, didn't you, particularly early in the game?
Yeah, I think the lads have done marvellous, haven't they? Marvellous, against all these Test players. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Great, every one of them.
That first try, and when they goaled it, your heart must have been in your mouth. You thought there'd been a miracle on.
Yeah, and I think we should have another one when the referee didn't see one of their players touch it when Albert Anna scored. It would have been 12-0. But that's football.
Well, what about this old war horse here? Let's have a first.
Well, I didn't know he could run that fast for the try, but he wanted to put himself in history books, and it's in now.
Well, way back, I just said Albert Anna. That's put 10 years on me, that has on.
You've got to admit they started well, didn't they?
They did. I think a lot of the problems was that we didn't hold the ball long enough, and we let a lot of ball go. And they capitalised on. It was a big game for them, and they came out firing all cylinders. And we expected that, and they gave us a good run for our money.
They startled you a little bit, I think, didn't they?
I think they did, because they had nothing to lose. We had everything to lose, and naturally with underdogs and that, well, being the underdogs, they were going for everything they can get, and we let them. We're a bit complacent, I think, in the first half, even though we tried as hard as possible not to get into that sort of feeling, but it happened, and then it wasn't until we got those points, those first 6 points, we had sort of brought us back down to earth and started getting the momentum going again and get homework done properly.
Were you impressed with any particular players?
Yeah, the little hook is good. I think it's the one that hasn't been snapped up by a lot of the professional clubs. But I think he's a real go, and he played real well.
Everybody's saying that the number 9, is the boy that can go on into the pro game and really do great things. You want to hold that up for a while, don't you?
Yeah, I'd love it. I'd love to go on the tour first, and then after that start talking about turning professional.
But what if somebody in here now was bringing the checkbook out and saying, never mind the tour, join, for instance, Hull or Widnes or Bradford, North or Leeds, would they tempt you away from the tour?
Yeah, depends how much they're going on for them. That's what it boils down to. No, I think I'd like to go on the tour first. It's a chance in a lifetime, and I wouldn't be able to go in the professional game, I don't think.
Will you be able to sleep tonight after this game without thinking about that try?
No. The try's in the back of my mind at the moment. It's the man of the match. I'm just over the moon. I'm really up on a high, as I say. I'm really up there, ticking over. I'd love to go out there again and play him again at the moment.
Well, put the lights back on?
Yeah, put the lights back on and let's have them again.
Was it a bit nerve-wracking before you went out?
Well, I'm a very nervous person, maybe, before the match, but I was more so today. To tell you the truth, I was terrified today, but I enjoyed it.
When did the pressure ease off a bit?
I think after the first 5-10 minutes, because we seemed to be all over them for the first 20 minutes, and then just after, towards the end of the first half, we just lost a bit of concentration, and they just got 1 or 2 points up. Oh, it went pretty quick.
What about when Dudley Hill got the first try?
I thought we were going to have them. No. I think we deserved it at that moment, because we'd put all pressure on and they'd done no so far, and then, it was just well deserved.
You didn't realise you'd been playing against players like Dane O'Hara, Luluai, Gary Schofield, Lee Crooks?
I could be funny towards them, but I do now, but...
Are they still world beaters? Are they still world-class players, or have you reduced that gap?
when Hull Kingston Rovers won on that particular occasion. But again, a great deal of hard work has gone into making sure that that match will take place this afternoon, and you'll be able to see it